Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Alyssa and Naya. I'm back with another updated Q&A video, but before we get into the video real quick, make sure that you're following me on all my platforms. My Instagram and my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you hit the like button before we continue. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the Q&A. This is the updated Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A since last December, so I wanted to go ahead and update you guys on what's going on and stuff, and you guys been asking for it, so I decided why not. So I posted the Q&A literally a couple hours ago, 9 hours ago, and we already got so many questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer them for you guys. How is life treating you, and what are your biggest goals for 2024? I would say lately life has been pretty good. I'm going through a lot of growth right now, and I feel like a lot of things are changing for me right now in life. We love that. I love change, we love growth. We don't want to stay in the same place, so that's great. My goals for this year will probably just to be really just solidify my business and just boss up more, be open to new things, trying new things, being more open to opportunities and learning instead of just doing what you know, because that's how you create the same habits. And you can't get different outcomes with the same habits. We're gonna get into the spicier type of questions. Is when there's a double date with Carmen and Michi. And honestly guys, I've never really met her, but we do follow each other on socials, and we be showing each other love. I think she's really cool and stuff. But Prime did mention it to me before, but I didn't really get too much the detail. But I'm gonna just let the guys handle that. So yeah, that's all I can really say for right now. I can't say too much, How did you and Prime meet? So this is funny. This is actually it's kind of like it was meant to be type shit. So my friend posted me on her story. She tagged me, so he followed me because he liked what he saw. And then he DM'd me that night. Mind you, I had worked that night and he was out that night, and I knew he was drunk as fuck because the way he DM'd me didn't even make sense. And I was like, he don't seem like he from here, so maybe that's just they lingo, maybe that's how they talk. I just commented back and was like, thanks, appreciate it, whatever. And that was it. He wanted to hang out with me, but I kind of I wasn't dodging him, but I was just kind of brushing it off because it was my birthday and stuff. And then it just so happened that my friend had threw me a surprise birthday party, and he lives in the same apartments, so that he comes downstairs and he brings me a bottle of Bel Air. Mind you, I don't like Bel Air. I don't really like champagne at all, to be honest. And I told him, I was like, you bought me a bottle of champagne? He's like, yeah. And I was like, And yeah, that was really our first face-to-face ever interaction. But it was cool, it was definitely an attraction there. But we could definitely do another story time on that another day. But that was so long ago. That was my birthday, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. That was a long time ago. What's a good tip or advice for self-healing after a breakup? So my advice to everyone, this is just my advice, so you could take it or you cannot. I say block them on everything, because when it comes to breakups, it's out of sight, out of mind. If you're not seeing it every day and it's not on your mind, you're not gonna worry about that as much. That's my number one tip, and I would just say honestly keep yourself busy. Maybe get a hobby or pick up another job or something. Me personally, I like to drown myself in work, especially when I don't like the situation that's going on. I'm gonna go get some money. Honestly, being around friends and family, and then just doing things that make you feel happy, doing stuff that makes you feel better, little things that you like to do, that's gonna honestly help. And just doing something every day, trying to keep busy is gonna help. Forms of self-care helps. Trips, spoiling yourself, little things here and there. I'm not saying go buy a $3,000 purse. It could be easy as going to get some $10 ice cream and then going to buy a piece of makeup, or going to Target, little things like that. How old are you and what's your sign? So I'm 25 years old and my sign is a Libra, the best sign ever. Pissing me off. Alright, now shh, be quiet.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so my favorite perfume. So if I'm gonna do one scent, I really like this perfume. I got it for my birthday 2 years ago. It's, I don't know how to say this, but it's the Amaris one. This is what it looks like. I could put a little picture so you guys can see it. I really like this one. I think it's like a baccarat smell. Like it's not baccarat, but it's like one of the baccarat ones. And then I like to mix perfumes, so I mix my Prada Paradox, this is the intense one, with my Carolina Herrera. I think this is Very Good Girl, or it's Good Girl. I don't know. I mix these two, or I just do that one. But I do like to like layer my smells. Can you film a video of all your purses? Okay, I'm gonna give you some advice on this, because y'all are always asking me to show my items, and I just feel like y'all are trying to set me up. When it comes to like having nice things, I feel like women should just be a little bit more like reserved and timid, because you could be thinking like, oh, I'm showing off all this for inspo, da 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 da, I want to be, you know, a mood or a mood board, but like other people could be plotting on you. Other people could be trying to find out where you live and come and rob you and take all your stuff. So especially as a woman, if you live by yourself, do not do that. Please get a security system. Don't tell people where you live. Like, just make sure that you're safe. Get you a Ring camera, like all of that, because it's scary out here and people are targeting women. So yeah, don't do that. What age do I want to have a child? I feel like it's not really the age like that really matters to me, like per se. It's more of like I want to be married and stable and have a home and have a husband type thing. Like, I don't really care what age it's at. I just want to be married and know that I can bring in a life where both incomes are stable, and I know that the child's going to be taken care of, and like it's not gonna cause stress type thing. My favorite lip combination be MAC Cork Liner and then Fortune Cookie Butter Gloss by NYX. That's my go-to. That's what I'm wearing 9 times out of 10 in every video I post. That's what I'm wearing. This girl, her name's H-Town Megan. She asked me, hi pretty, what's your advice on how to find your own style with your clothes? Love your YouTube, by the way. Well, thank you so much. I would say, like, when it comes to like clothes, you just gotta kind of like pick like what you like and what looks good on your body. I feel like, especially when it comes to clothes, like you have to find out like what looks good on your figure and what doesn't. Also, like what colors go best with like skin tones and stuff like that. Like, I'm more of like a neutral color person because I do have red hair. I like clothes that hug my body, but I also do love wearing like baggy clothes as well. So I feel like it just depends on like what you like. You can't really just go off what other people like. Like, it has to be something that you like. What motivates you? Honestly, personally me, I just want to outdo myself. Like, I know that I could reach certain, I know that I could conquer a lot of things once I put my mind to it. So I just be trying to like really just like make my dreams come true. Like, I know I can do this, I know I can have this, so I'm gonna make it happen for myself type thing. And then also, as far as motivating me, it's just a certain type of like life I want to live. Like, I know that I have certain expectations for myself and I see myself living a certain type of way. You have to literally like, you have to visualize yourself of where you want to be, and then you got to figure out how to get there. Would I get any more surgery? I would get more surgery, but I wouldn't get another BBL. I would get like lipo, like I would get more like arm lipo or like chin lipo or like regular lipo. I wouldn't get like another big surgery. Like, I probably would want to get like my boobs done like after I have kids or something, but I wouldn't do anything crazy. But I'm for surgery. I'm never knocking anyone who has surgery, and I'm always here to help the girls and give them advice all the time. What's your type? I would say I don't really have a type. I feel like I like who I like. I feel like when it comes to me, I like fuck with people who like make me feel good. Like, I fuck with people for how they treat me. Like, yes, looks are always a 10, and I'm not a 10. Looks are always a plus in every situation. But also, I feel like I don't really just have one specific type. I feel like you could be attractive, but like if you treat me like shit, I'm not gonna like you. Or you could be corny as fuck. So it just depends on, honestly, how that person treats me and how they come off and how their energy is. If I could live anywhere but Texas, where would it be? I've lived in LA, don't really care for LA, don't really like LA like that. So I feel like since I don't like LA, I wouldn't like New York, because I feel like LA and New York are kind of the same. It's just more compressed and higher, like as far as like bills and money and stuff. I would like Miami, but I feel like Miami's kind of scary. Like, I feel like Miami's like Houston on steroids, and I feel like that city would chew me up and spit me out. So honestly, I think I'm cool where I'm at for right now. I would move to Miami, like if I had to, like if I had a good job opportunity. I mean, the same for LA, but I mean, I feel like there's no place like home at the end of the day. So yeah. What attracted me to my current partner? I would say like it was the way he like treated me. Like it was the way like he talked to me. Like he talked to me like I was a person. Like it wasn't just like surface level like conversations with us. I mean, like, yes, we would have regular conversations, but I feel like we did like, I feel like in the beginning, like we had a lot of those like deep talks. Like we would talk all night. Like I remember we'd be able to talk hours on hours on hours on end. And I feel like since it wasn't just so like surface level and it actually had like depth and substance to it, that's what like attracted me to him. And then also like he just like was nice to me. Like he treated me like a lady. Like he didn't treat me like a hoe. So yeah. My favorite hair color on myself, of course I love my red hair, but I feel like black is one of my favorites, but I also love blonde too. Like, but I feel like nothing compares to a jet black bust down middle part. But I also feel like my blonde also just eats. So I don't know, I'm really like torn between all of those colors. Are you and Prime posting more videos anytime soon? I feel like to answer this question, you would just have to subscribe to both of our channels and then turn on your notification bell to just see when we drop. I mean, I cannot predict the future. If you stay tuned, your prayers might just get answered. How is my lash business going? Okay, so I want people to like know, running a business is not easy. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. You're spending more than you're making because you're just starting out or whatever. Really just about staying consistent. That's what sets you apart from everybody else. It's honestly going good. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm trying to stay consistent right now. And I'm also just trying to like, you know, get a groove of things, you know, try and figure out a schedule, like what works for me, what are my favorite lash styles. I feel like so far all my clients have been really sweet and really nice, and I really do appreciate everyone who showed love, everyone who supported me in the beginning, my first 5 clients, like all of that. I appreciate everyone who has the patience with me, because in the beginning it's not easy and it takes a long time, but you know, you learn from your mistakes and practice makes perfect. So how do you maintain your red hair? So I just dropped a video on what I use for my red hair to keep it red. So if you go back 2 videos before this, I put in the video literally a whole mini tutorial of how I keep my hair red and tips and tricks on what I do to my hair to keep it so vibrant. So make sure you go watch that video if you're wondering. Will you ever quit bottle girling? I mean, to answer this question, yes, of course. Like, I don't expect to be doing this the rest of my life. When I first got into this, and this is what I always tell people, like, when I get on TikTok live, or like live or whatever, and girls are like, oh my god, how are you a bottle girl? Can you help me get a job? Like, what are your tips? Da 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 da. I want to move and be a bottle girl. I don't really like how women have, like, fantasized a career out of being a bottle girl, because that's not what it's for. The goal is to, you know, make your money and then move on with your life. The goal is never to just stay and be complacent. Like, you don't want to keep doing the same thing forever and ever and ever and ever. Like, it's just not. And I feel like the only reason why it has such the popular name that it does have, because I feel like this generation or this time period right now is where like it's popping. Because before this, you never really heard of it. Like 10 years ago, you didn't really hear about it. So I just feel like just stay focused on what the goal is. Don't fantasize something just because of the money and the lifestyle you see people get out of it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to move on. There's going to be younger girls who come in and take your job and who look better. Or like, because you're only going to get older. Like, you don't want to be 35, 40 still doing this. Like, at the end of the day, it's not logical at all. Like, you have to have a plan because it's not a career. So yes, at the end of the day, I do see myself quitting bottle girling at one point, because that does not last forever. Top 5 liquors. I don't really have like top 5 liquors, like, because I only really drink tequila. So if I'm drinking shots, I'm gonna do tequila shots, Red Bull chaser. If I'm having a drink like at dinner or something, or I'm having a place where I have drinks, I'm gonna do a French 75, or I'm gonna do an espresso martini, And if their espresso martinis suck and it comes out like, because there's two types of espresso martinis you get when you go to a restaurant. It's either brown, which they made it with espresso, like a dark brown, like a chocolate brown, or it's like a milky brown, and that's not a real espresso martini. And I'm gonna send that shit back and I'm gonna get a regular just lemon drop. But also one of my favorite drinks is the stone fruit martini from Steak 48. I love that one too. That one's super good. And it has like cinnamon and sugar on the rim. That's like one of my favorite drinks. Who's my favorite person? Is it Destiny or Destiny? Obviously Destiny sent me this question and she wants me to say Destiny, so I guess my favorite person is Destiny. What do I expect more of for myself this year? I expect myself to just be more disciplined. I expect myself to be harder on myself. I expect myself to prioritize the correct things. I expect myself to just really stand on business and to stop procrastinating and to stop like being like, ugh, I just do it tomorrow. Or, ugh, I just do it later. Like, no, do it now. Don't do it later, do it now. And just to be more like structured, I would say, with everything that's going on. Like, I just want to have more structure for sure. Next question, how to keep up with maintenance and appearance. Okay, so growing up, I was raised by nothing but women, so I feel like this is just kind of something that I personally had it like embedded in me. Like growing up, like I remember my aunt would be like, little girls don't have chipped nails, little girls keep their nails done, keep their nails polished, your hair's nice. You know, you show up and you show out. I remember as a kid, all of the holidays, like you had on a new dress and your hair was done, and like once I could start wearing heels, I was wearing heels. Like, so I just feel like it's just part of being a woman and being a lady and being in your feminine. And I feel like you can't really teach that. I feel like it's just something that you want to do, that's kind of in you. Like, you know, getting your nails done and, you know, getting your toes done and making sure your hair is done and making sure you're clean, hygiene, perfume, like, you know, little things like eyebrows, lip wax, waxes, like, you know, moisturizing your body, making sure you're eating good, feeling your body the right way, like taking care of your skin, skincare, like all those types of things. I feel like come with time, and I also feel like you have to really be in your feminine energy to just really even want to do that. Like, you can't force a woman to do that. I just feel like that's something that can be taught. That's something that you want to have for yourself or not. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to my Q&A. Make sure you guys are subscribed so that way next time I drop a video, you guys are up to date. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, bye.